Throughout this training, or at any time you need support, there are many ways to contact us. You can follow us on all major social media platforms or email us directly via our website, or you can click the Cancel Connect icon shown at the bottom of this slide on our website to book a consultation with one of our experts. Does the order of our workspace and tools matter? The order and layout of our tools and our work needs to be aligned with the current ways of working and living. In this section, we'll take the opportunity to explore some methods to guide our thinking process about where things go. If we were working together as a team to design a kitchen, you'd likely see a lot of information online telling you about the work triangle. The triangle theory, it's a theory of kitchen designs that focuses on 3 kitchen items: the sink, the fridge, and the stove. From the center points of each, it suggests that they should form a triangle. There should be no through traffic within the triangle. This means that the galley kitchens are out, and no other obstacles should block the triangle space. The kitchen work triangle concept dates back to the 1940s, when kitchens were rapidly modernizing and transitioning from a freestanding sink, oven, and cabinet with fold-out work surface in this glimmering pink vision of the American dream. At that time, food storage, other than the fridge, was typically in a pantry or even a cellar, as the ideal housewife was still considered to have a year's worth of provisions put up on shelves and freezer and deep storage. The storage space needed for the kitchen itself was less, fewer gadgets and appliances, and so the kitchen, and of course the technology, was simpler.
And the people.
So if this kitchen triangle is based on how things were in the 1940s, why is anyone still talking about it? Oddly, none of this stops kitchen work triangle from being recommended. The internet is decidedly divided on whether it's out of date or a really cool current idea.
So technology has changed right along with social dynamics. The kitchen is no longer limited to 3 key appliances, but millions. The kitchen is a much more collaborative area where multiple people might be working together to create a meal. All of this means that the old methods, the kitchen work triangle for one, is a pretty dated way to think about working spaces.
Let's talk about office workspace. When it comes to the fast-paced environment of a current office, the layout has never been more important. Whether your space is a big open space with common meeting areas, or a smaller home office, or an office with just a few employees, the design and the functionality of the work area is critical to the overall productivity of the team.
Definitely. Research shows that about 30% of people spend the majority of their day dealing with unnecessary interruptions. Things like noise, poor desk locations, meeting areas close to a work area, and open lunchrooms can create a lot of productivity challenges. Poor layouts also directly affects the ability for teams to collaborate, a critical factor in continuous improvement. Your success, creativity, and overall productivity is directly affected by the layout and designs of your office space. So what can we do to stimulate the creative senses of the common workspace? Simple changes to the layout can often mean it makes all the difference.
The objectives of your improvement efforts play an integral role in determining your ideal workspace layout. Modern trends have led to the increased popularity of the open office plan. However, we have to make sure that the layout is aligned with our goals. Some of the most common goals are business growth, boosting innovation and creativity in the workplace, creating a comfortable and productive atmosphere for employees, and attracting new talent into the business.
And from a process improvement perspective, we are focused on organizing physical operations in the most efficient combination to maximize value-added steps and to minimize waste, as we always should be doing. So try and reduce motion, our steps from place to place. Reduce transportation, things moving from place to place. Make it easy to do the work, a place for everything and everything in its place. Keep minimal but necessary inventory. Simplified prioritization and communication. Minimal resources needed between steps and processes, and increased visibility so we can provide quick feedback and problem resolution. Development of increased process knowledge. Employees understand the total process, not just their sections. Shorter cycle times and single-piece flow or smaller batches to match the demand.
Let's go through a few of the most popular current office layouts. The cellular office. Regardless of the size of your company or business, an office layout like this cellular one can make a tremendous difference in how your employees operate. The cellular office separates the office desks into little cubicles or individual spaces. As a result, a number of employees can be placed in the same office and can work privately on their own work in their own private cubicle. Cellular office layouts require the cubes to be partitioned by walls and doors, as well as windows they can be fitted in between. Additionally, bigger cubicles can be created for operational teams to allow for teamwork. Although this type of layout is becoming somewhat outdated, there are still some advantages.
Companies that require lots of creativity and teamwork thrive well with an open office layout. This type of design aims to create a conducive working environment that facilitates effective communication amongst employees. To create this layout, the office space is divided into a couple of partitions. Preferably, every department is allocated one partition. And in that partition, employees are given desks and chairs that are non-territorial. As a result, one employee can easily move to another employee's desk and carry on their tasks together. Organizations that have adopted this type of layout say how great it is at fostering better communication and collaboration amongst workers. It has also been known for creating stronger employee relations. That said, some businesses discourage the use of open plan layouts as it can limit concentration and focus.
Shared workspaces offer a suite of office-like amenities such as hot desks, private meeting rooms, kitchens, coffee, and more. Often they also offer a community. Occupants typically are freelancers, entrepreneurs, startups, and small teams who want to take advantage of a flexible space. Co-working office layouts have become a popular trend among upcoming entrepreneurs, freelancers, and small business owners. They're the ones who wish to escape the coffee shop sense and take advantage of an affordable, flexible office space. It's essentially a shared office space made up of private desks and meeting rooms with shared collaboration tables. With that, you also get access to shared amenities. One of the benefits of this design is that you're not only renting just the physical space, but the social lifestyle can offer lots of advantages. It enhances the connection between employees or members of other members in the business community. It can improve creativity, and it alleviates feelings of loneliness that employees experience in an isolated environment.
Plus, it's really cool to have your cold drip coffee right there. Having seen the benefits of both an open and cellular office layout, what if there was a way to have both? The combination office plan is a blend of the two most popular layouts. It's a versatile and flexible design that allows you to provide maximum benefits to your company. A combination office offers private cubicles and meeting rooms for individual work that requires a lot of concentration and focus, and an open layout areas for teamwork and brainstorming. This type of office design realizes that each individual works in different ways. By offering employees different working methods, they can choose the one they thrive in, which overall will increase productivity levels.
Work cells may be found in the office or administrative departments, but the term work cell comes from Lean and originated in manufacturing. In either context, work cell design facilitates a better flow of communication and more efficient use of shared resources.
So Claire, what is a work cell exactly?
Okay. A work cell is a logical and strategic arrangement of resources in a business environment. These arrangements are put into place to organize and improve process flow, to increase efficiency, reduce costs, and eliminate waste.
The concept of work cells is based on the platform of lean manufacturing, which focuses on maximizing value-adding steps for the end customer and reducing waste. Work cells are typically found in manufacturing and office environments.
So a work cell is generally set up in order to complete a specific activity, most often in the manufacturing industry. It's the grouping of machines, of people, and other equipment that companies use in their production process.
These cells are often implemented to cut down the costs associated with production and to ramp up productivity. Many companies also significantly reduce the rate of error by putting work cells into place. In a manufacturing facility, the machines involved in the production process would be arranged so the goods being produced more smoothly and seamlessly from one stage to the next.
This would only be possible if the machines are grouped in work cells that facilitate the logical progression of the goods being produced, from raw materials at one end to finished product at the other.
Subway sandwich shops are a great example of a lean work cell. There are small inventories of each item and they are all within reach. All are in the order that they are used, and the customer takes care of their own chips and drinks and cookies. Cellular manufacturing is a manufacturing process which is a subsection of just-in-time manufacturing and lean manufacturing encompassing group technology. The goal of cellular manufacturing is to move as quickly as possible, make a wide variety of similar products, while making as little waste as humanly possible.
Cellular manufacturing involves the use of multiple cells in an assembly line fashion. A cell is created by consolidating the processes required to create a specific output, such as a part. These cells allow for the reduction of extraneous steps in the process of creating the specific output. It facilitates quick identification of problems and encourages communication of employees within the cell in order to resolve issues that arise quickly.
So, example of a work cell. Let's say a firm that assembles air handling products faces high inventories and erratic delivery. It originally assembled units on a traditional production line. Long setups and logistics required long production runs. It often found that it had to pull products from finished goods and rebuild them for custom orders. Using a lean methodology, the company assembles cells to include 12 small 1 to 3 person assembly work cells that were always set up and ready to go. People now work in different cells each day and assemble products per customer orders. Finished goods inventory dropped by 96%, lead time was 24 hours, and productivity improved by as much as 30%. There are 3 essentials to maximizing work cell optimization. First, minimize transit times between adjacent workstations and work cells. Second, simplify workflow. Provide an easily accessible entrance and exit point. Third is functionality. Make sure the workspace is free, clear of obstructions, and spacious enough.
There are several approaches to work cell optimization, design, and layout. We'll start with the U cell design. This design creates a simple path distinguished from entry to exit points. Operators have ability to access multiple workstations. Free access of semi-finished work from one station to the next. Operators own the entire workflow, from entry to exit point. A U-shaped cell is a specific form of work cell designed to eliminate walking. The operator finishes where he starts, so there's no time wasted walking back to the first step.
The T-cell design. Ideal for semi-finished products that require 2 or more sources of raw materials. Ideal for cross-function manufacturing where multiple product lines can be worked on simultaneously. Easy designation of entry and exit points.
And the S or Z shaped. Ideal for working in and working around obstructions. Focus points allow for easy access to either workstation, between stations, as well as in between stations. Remember, workstations and cells need to be in close proximity to one another, but not so close that it slows down how semi-finished and finished parts move from one station and cell to the next. Operators need clear, open areas with which to operate machinery and equipment. Functional workspaces are essential, as is a flexible workspace that can handle multiple roles and responsibilities. Avoid the temptation to maximize space to the detriment of workflow. Use multiple layouts around structures, obstructions, and machinery. Finally, track the productivity rates emerging from individual workstations and then backtrack cycle times to define production volumes within those stations and within the entire work cell. If need be, you can use these to measure the production throughput from each individual cell.
Many organizations are unfortunately stuck in older traditional workspace designs based on concepts where all similar operations are grouped and put in one room with a supervisor or a manager. High batch sizes, high degrees of motion, significant need for storage space, and aisles, pathways flooded with materials. This is very common. Workspace design in the form of a lean layout with cellular manufacturing concepts helps in improving productivity, reduction of lead time, improves quality, and definitely improves on-time performance, as well as creating a better overall place to work in. In this one-point lesson, we outlined the major steps in redesigning your workspace, starting with the current layout, then evaluating and prioritizing your criteria, so that you can select and design the best options for your needs. Please be aware that some of this stuff doesn't need to cost an arm and a leg either. Spend the brain before spending the money.
Creativity before capital.
Now let's see what you remember from the section on work cell design. The video will finish now. Take the quiz and we'll see you in the next section. It has been our sincere pleasure being with you through this part of the training, and we thank you for your dedication to creating a better workplace and an environment that you can truly enjoy.